Homosexuals in Canada threaten legal action against the Catholic Church. The U.S. government turns a blind eye to problems in China, and United Kingdom gay activists are not as gaga over marriage as expected. All that and more coming up on today's Catholic News Roundup.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by PewSitter.com, your online Catholic newspaper for the third millennium, CatholicMediaCoalition.org, in line with the Church, online with the world.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of Catholic News Roundup. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. Taking church teaching to court. Homosexual activists in Canada are threatening legal action if bishops follow church teaching. A Canadian bishop responded to the new law mandating all Ontario schools have a gay-straight alliance. He assured Catholic schools would be, quote, true to the teachings of the Church. Many who support the gay agenda countered, threatening to take anyone who violates the law to court. One such supporter, a lawyer for the province's Gay-Straight Alliances Coalition, promised the bishops would be taken to court if their position winds up being that of the Vatican's. Catholic bishops in Ontario, Canada are currently agonizing over how to obey the Church and at the same time obey the new law. State Department double standard. A Chinese human rights activist is condemning the U.S. State Department for ignoring the problem of religious repression in communist China. The State Department's human rights reports for 2011 don't mention anything about human rights violations there, and yet the Chinese activist says forced abortions and sterilizations are very common in China, and Catholicism is forbidden to this day. Only a few days ago, on June 3rd, a 7 months pregnant Chinese woman was savagely beaten by family planning officials and forced to undergo an abortion, after which her dead child was left on her bed next to her to taunt her. All this took place after the officials asked her to pay a fine for being pregnant and didn't get the money. Coptic Doubt. Coptic Christians fear for their lives and faith in the upcoming Egyptian democratic elections, but the Muslim Brotherhood assures Christians a new Muslim government will protect their rights. Yet, Christians only have 4 delegates on Egypt's new 100-member assembly preparing to write the country's new constitution. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a few seconds.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by NewOxfordReview.org, the voice of Catholic Orthodoxy, in print and on the web, and RenewAmerica.com, expanding the influence of America's grassroots in the cause of freedom.
Gays don't care. In what has many surprised, a new poll shows discontent among homosexuals over efforts to legally redefine marriage. According to the poll, homosexuals don't really care about getting married. A quarter of the respondents declared there is no need to introduce so-called homosexual marriage, that civil unions already provide the same rights as traditional marriage. According to public records, homosexuals only make up 1.5% of the UK population. More Nun-Sense. As the Leadership Conference for Women Religious remains under scrutiny, a New York Catholic college run by liberal nuns is allowing the Albany Gay Men's Chorus to perform on its campus this summer. The chorus is scheduled to perform at the university later this week. And that's not all. The College of St. Rose is just one of 7 Catholic universities across the country run by the Sisters of St. Joseph of Condoleezza, and this particular college also hosts an annual lavender reception to congratulate LGBT graduates. We also mentioned yesterday the College of St. Rose hired a board member of Planned Parenthood from Alaska to teach their students, who only recently has left her position to become a board member for America's abortion giant once again, this time in the state of New York. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. Thanks for tuning in today. Be sure and tune in tomorrow for your daily dose of Catholic News Roundup right here on RealCatholicTV.com. Also be sure to check out The Vortex, where Michael talks about being at odds with the Master Builder. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tell all your friends about us. And as always, God bless you.